So today, Captain Log. My brother's out here helping my father cut down the tree that fell over. This is the third time that a tree has fallen over. We're not planting another tree back there. Not gonna do it. So I haven't seen my brother in a couple years. I mean, I've seen him from a distance because COVID and shit, but I haven't. This is the first time I've hugged my brother in a couple years, and he's a dad now. He's got 3 little munchkins of his own. And every now and then you might be able to hear something in the background. I'm hoping I pick up something because he hasn't been by since I've been here. I've been here since May, and he hasn't seen how Dad is. So watching them cut this up and hear the conversation about how my brother had a plant that was in a pot with no soil and it just grew. I don't know what the plant is, but a lot of snot today. A lot of snot. Dad looked back at me. Who's she talking to? Who's she talking to? I don't know. But he knows I do video and he knows I do things. And I'm meeting some awesome people on apps. There's art everywhere. I love art. But something magical happened yesterday at the car wash. Oh, 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 at the car wash, yeah. Do-do, do-do. At the car wash. This one's going to be titled Car Wash for sure because I met Tony. I know a lot of Tonys, but this is like Tony the Tiger. I met Tony the Tiger at the car wash. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Ever heard that line before? Well, Gesundheit. There it is. We come from a long line of people with allergies to various things. I took allergy shots for 2.5 years. 2.5. Anybody else do allergy shots? I met this one gentleman that a friend of mine, when I was in my 20s. I met him at a country club, a country bar called 8 Seconds. If anybody's ever been to 8 Seconds, you know what I'm talking about. #Orlando Strong. Now, #Orlando Strong is all about LGBTQ, which I haven't been to Hamburger Mary's yet and I need to go. But I want to go with someone special who will enjoy it because it's going to be magical. Because my friend that I used to work with at Alamo Rent-A-Car owns it. And he's funny as hell, you guys. So freaking funny. And what a nice guy. And I'm hoping that maybe some of my old Alamo crew can come out and join me. We'll see. I'll keep this one short. Give a shout out. If there's any of my Alamo crew that happens to see this, who wants to go to Hamburger Mary's, let me know. I'll try to find you on Facebook or something and forward it to you. There's a couple people that I see from time to time, and I'll reach out. Sarah, Alamo, Sarah. I have no words. I love you so much. You. I've been through a lot. And I think you're still in Michigan, but you had talked about coming down here to visit. That would have been awesome. Awesome to reconnect. But I need to go to Michigan. So maybe I'll just hit you up and say, hey, yo, I'll be in Michigan. Because I can't go to Canada yet to see my grandfather because I don't have my passport yet. He's in Canada. But I can go see Leo and Leo Jr. and Lauren and Brittany and Kevin and the twins and the baby that's in the belly. I got people up there in Michigan, Heather and Tatum and the Greening clan. I gotta meet the Greening clan. I think it's Taveri City. I gotta meet them. So I'm sitting here looking at two Greening men doing their shit. My dad, DIY. Guys, if you ever grew up military, or you just have a dad who's like, I don't know, likes to fix shit. Anybody have a dad like that? And you know, there's some awesome videos out there on YouTube on do-it-yourself. A lot of them. My friend Brian that I used to work with. Love this guy. Good people. From the minute I laid eyes on this guy, I knew Paul hired the right one. When Paul hired Brian, I knew. I was working at Newport. And I remember, because I was the very first one that Paul hired on the team for implementation. And it was a very special moment. But I met everybody who came in. All the CSM that came in. I knew John when he came in. I met him. I think he came in right around the time I did. It was great potential for greatness. But things don't always go according to plan in life. And I had to go do me and do more. And I got to connect with Brian because he told me about this speakeasy place. And I'd like to go there, but I'd like to go there with Brian and his wife because his wife is adorable, you guys. His wife is freaking adorable. And I would love to meet her because she reminds me of an actress. He was on The Resident. Looks just like the actress from The Resident. Who I love The Resident. I love both of them. And my ex used to be like, I can't stand his expressions. I'm like, I fucking love his expressions. But what I love most is that he didn't let people push him around. And that's what these doctor shows, these doctor programs, they do. They inspire people. They're not gonna be 100% accurate, you guys. They're not doing it the real way, but they're based on a true story. All of these ER, these were based out of true stories. People really do shove shit in their rectum. They do. I have doctor friends. I don't have many lawyer friends. My lawyer friends are more conservative and doing their own thing. It'd be great if one of them, I tried to reach out. I sent out an SOS, Sheila. Right? Anyway, now, watching these Greening men, I know I'm strong, and my friend Juliet told me, Heather, you got this, girl. You do you. So I'm gonna go do some improvs. They've got a whole bunch of comedy improvs all over town. So now I'm connected. Now I'm doing the right things because I've got to find an alternate way because what I've been doing for the past 21 plus years isn't working for me anymore. So it's time for me to change. And when there's change, it's not easy. Change is not easy for anybody. But there's 5 main life events. So going back to the car wash because I was trying to keep this short. Tony, my tiger, he's going to be a friend of some kind. Platonic or, I don't know, to be determined. We'll see. We'll see if he responds and if we have lunch or if we have coffee or if we have drinks. Who knows? Anything can happen at the car wash, right? But I met him organically. I didn't meet him on OKC or Tinder. Nope. Organic at the car wash. He pulled up my white truck. He pulled up with his white truck. He has a big old Ford. And it was sexy as hell. And I think his truck is sexy. It really turns me on. There's a lot of things that turn me on. And a man with confidence really gets my buttons going. But I can tell by being closer to somebody, I can tell a good person and a bad person virtually. But people get put in your path sometimes. They get put in your path for reasons that you don't know. Friends for a moment, friends for a season, friends for a year, friends for life. And everybody should have at least one best friend that they can rely on, that they can depend on. Poops. I don't know why Greg popped into my head, but Poops popped into my head. That's his nickname, Poops. This guy, He's a great guy. I met him when we went to a German restaurant in Sanford. He and my brother's friend, Poops. He was at their wedding. I sat near him, or next to him. And he's something special. But I promised my other brother that I wouldn't mess around with any of his friends, which he has a lot of fucking hot friends, you guys. My brothers are good-looking men, and they have good-looking friends. But I can't do them all. I can't. But they're all beautiful people. That's the thing. And that's why when you meet beautiful people, you just know you admire them from afar. It's platonic. And even though you crave them or you want to touch them, you touch them, it's crazy so hard. You can't do that. You gotta draw the line somewhere. And if Starbucks is watching this, I could use a sponsor because I'm gonna be a broke ass bitch soon. I could use free coffee. Coffee for life would be great. Wherever I want it. Because Starbucks is everywhere. And they came out in 1970 something. In the Northwest, like Washington State, I think. Because I listened to my father. And he put a cold drink in a paper cup. Cold drink in a paper cup. Cold drink in a paper cup. But it didn't work. And he said that's all they had back in the day was paper cups. And he was right. Back in the 70s, that's what they had. Paper cups.
And they were great.
And they were great. And they did what they needed to do. They got the drink to you. Now, back in the 70s, I don't think they had as many cold, refreshing beverages as we do now. Nowadays, we have lots of cold, refreshing beverages at Starbucks. Oh my gosh, their iced tea, lemonade, their passion tea. So I turned my daughter onto it. And she's like, let's go to Starbucks. I'm like, yeah, it's like $5 a pop. It's like, I can't afford this anymore. But I'm putting it out into the universe. It will happen. I'm going to keep this one short. I always say that. It never works out that way because I got a loud mouth and I got things to do and things to say. Listen or not, I'm going to find an improv place and I'm going to do it and I'm going to have my friend record it and I'm going to post it. We'll see what happens. I can't check comments on here, but you could hit me up on, I don't know. I'll drop my Instagram on here and see if maybe people can reach out to me on Instagram. Heather Greening 55. Yeah. I can't drive 55. I wonder why they put a 55 at the end of my name. I didn't know why. So Heather Greening 55. I was like, well, I like it. I'll stick with Heather Greening 55. I can't drive 55. Hey. Right, Pika. It's Steve. Bubba, come here. Bubba Gump. Yep, Bubba Gump. Oh, he responded to that right away, and I've never called him that before, you guys. Bubba Gump, come here. Holy shit. Holy shit. You are Bubba Gump, aren't you? You are Bubba Gump. He's Bubba Gump. I've been calling him Beastie Boy. I've been calling him Bubba. His original name was Cash, but now, after Johnny Cash, but now he is Bubba Gump. Because he responds to Bubba Gump. But Bubba came from my brother Mike. And so it's apropos that he ended up with my brother Mike. This little beastie boy is going to go to Mike. But he's got to get fixed first. And do you see these ears? Oh. These ears. Just like that. And he poses. The ears have that little curvature thing on the top. It's so cute. But my brother's going to take him for me. My youngest brother, Mike. Mike. My Mike, you guys. I got a lot of Mikes. I got a lot of Steves that I love. Mikes and Steves and Chris's and Brian's, oh my. And there's one guy that I sent a text to who reached out to me who was an ex from, well, he lived in Alexandria, which he doesn't know. He played a very big part in how my love of jazz. I've always loved jazz, live jazz. And he took me to a live jazz place in Alexandria, Virginia. And it was like a magical moment. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah. At last. And that song followed me around through Florida from Alexandria. And Michelle, this beautiful Michelle that I met from Steve, married twice. Was it 3 times, a lady? I don't know, but I met Michelle through my brother, and Michelle and I stayed friends. Michelle, did you and Evan? I think so. Evan got around, you guys. Evan was a playa, but Evan and I never did anything. I'm not gonna call out other names, but you know who you did. You know if you did Evan or not. But Evan knew he had 2 very special women in his life that are gonna be platonic friends forever. Evan had 2. Me and Cesney. We were his 2 besties that he never slept with. Because there was love there. There was love. Evan and I were like kindred spirits, and Suzanne and Evan were like kindred spirits, but different. And Suzanne and I are different, very different, very different. And there's no compare. Suzanne, nothing compares to you. Suzanne and I have had some special moments with Poof Gone, which we, with my brother Mike and Sonia and a few part of our crew, and Steve Bow, and you know, Poof Gone. But we had a dream, Cesney, we had a dream that time outside of Ryan's place on LSD. I'm not gonna lie. We were young and stupid, but we were wild and free. And we might have rolled a couple to enhance it, because we had spent the whole day at Universal Studios, and it was so much fun. Oh my God, you guys, we had so much fun. We did, Bubba. Bubba Gump. Bubba Gump Shrimp. Bubba Gump Shrimp is at Universal Studios. Universal Studios has Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Yes. Are you... Your ears just keep going out and out, like more like a little elf. And this is a new progression. This is a new one for you. They're kind of starting to go back a little bit. I can't wait for his results. They're not back yet. So this one's going to be posted car wash because it's for Tony the Tiger. But I'm going to do next. I'm going to do a gene reveal. What are you doing? Gene reveal. When I get the test results for Bubba Gump. Beastie Boy. He's so silly, you guys. So cute. All right. Car wash. Cat Mama Frog. Until next time.